Cannot play Adam Cole's theme song without holding the NXT championship. Synonymous with his career. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of your favorite wrestlers talk show, your favorite wrestler talk show. This is the Master of the Mat. I am your host, Anthony the Origin Bryant. As you can tell on my shoulder, I have the NXT Championship. I have an old school Undisputed Era t-shirt on. The music in the background is none other than the one and only Adam Cole, baby, former NXT champion, but that's not why we're here. I just felt really heavy. I'm still holding for a while. This is the Master of the Mat. I am your host, Anthony the Origin Bryant. I thank you all for watching. Whether you're going to watch it live, whether you're going to watch it later on, really don't matter when you watch it, as long as you watch it. This is the Master of the Mat. And we're going to jump right into it because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Okay, we're going to talk about night one of SummerSlam. We're going to talk about AEW Redemption. We're going to talk about the go-home show for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown for SummerSlam. 1 second. Yeah, we're going to talk about what's going to happen tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw after the main event is all said and done. What could happen? Who could show up tonight? What's going to happen? How it's going to happen? And so we're going to get right into it. Let's talk about. First of all, we're going to talk about AEW Redemption. I know a lot of people are surprised about that, but yeah, we're going to start off with AEW Redemption because I'm getting people who didn't watch SummerSlam night one last night. I'm giving you an opportunity to catch up before I jump right into the details. This belt was heavy. It's going on my bed. 1 second. Yes, I am a average. For those who don't know, I'm a real wrestling fan. This is one of 4 championships that I do own. I own the NXT Championship. Oh, there it is. I own the NXT Championship. I also own the WWE Championship. I also own the All right, so AEW Redemption. This show was altogether 11 matches if you count the pre-show. The pre-show started off with the conglomeration defeated the Twist. And for those of you who don't know who the conglomeration is, it's Roger Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Orange Cassidy. They defeated the Lethal Twist, Jay Lethal, Blake Christian, and Lee Johnson. I didn't see that, but I heard it was a good match. The opening match for AEW Redemption saw Mike Bailey won a 6-man ladder match to become the #1 contender for the AEW International Championship. This match was good. I'm gonna down. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna give you the bad part and the good part about this. The good part about this, Mike Bailey won his hometown of Quebec, Canada. The bad part about this, we didn't get to see Mike Bailey come out because when the show started, all of them was around the ring and they was about to start the match. So Mike Bailey, and that was I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because that was a decent match. Mike Bailey, he's stepping up. He gets his opportunity at Kyle Fletcher for the International Championship this Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. That's going to be a blockbuster, and I think that's going to be a sleeper for everybody. The second match, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson versus the Death Riders, John Moxley and Will Ospreay. That was a pure classic. Nick Jackson fought through that whole match with a concussion, and it was later diagnosed that he had a concussion. He fought that match through a concussion. He's going to be out of action. I think he's going to miss until All In, and they're hoping he's cleared before All In. If not, they're going to have to replace them with somebody else. I bet you it's FTR, but that's just my opinion. That was a heck of a match that they defeated Moxley and they defeated Will Ospreay. And also, for people that don't know what happened, we'll get back later. Kyle Fletcher and Bandino. Now, this match gets a lot of criticizing because this match was made at Comic-Con. When Bandino showed up and pointed the most wanted poster on Kyle Fletcher, that's why this match was made. This match literally was made at Comic-Con. And if you think I'm lying, go look at it's online. This match was literally made at Comic-Con. And the funny part about it is Tony Khan had no shame in his game making this match. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this match was made at Comic Con last night, and it was literally made at Comic Con, and Tony Khan made the match. It was a decent match. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 because it's Bandino. Bandino gonna go out there and he's gonna give you the match of his life, whether he win, lose, however. He's gonna give you the match of his life, and he's gonna give it all in that matchup. I think um they're overlooking Bandino. Yes, he's been the Ring of Honor World Champ for over a year now, but he's also a former AEW Tag Team Champion with Brody King, who, in my opinion, is the most underrated and overlooked superstar in AEW. Okay. Then you got the double chain tag team match, the Dogs, David Finley and Clark Connors against the Bang Bang Gang, Jay White and Juice Robinson. Now, for those of you who don't know this, David Finley and Juice Robinson are best friends outside of wrestling. They was each other's best man for each other's weddings. They're also former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They're also former TNA World Tag Team Champions. Um, this was a brutal affair, and I mean a brutal affair. I watched this matchup. This was a match that started out gruddy and it started out bloody and it just ended up bloody. The Dogs got the victory, but thanks to the Death Riders, and it's just they beat the Bang Bang Gang. The next matchup, Maya World versus Hakira Shinato. I can never pronounce her name. I'm just gonna call her Hakira. Maya Worlds defeated Hakira to win the AEW TBS Championship. Maya, for those of you not familiar with Maya Worlds, this young lady, she was trained by Amber Moon and WWE Hall of Famer Booker T. But this young lady was a surprise. And when I mean surprise, she was the shocker in the On Heart Classic. And she went all the way to the finals. She should have won. She needed to win because I'm so sick of Mercedes Money or whatever, Mercedes Money or Sasha Banks or whatever that heifer going by. I don't care anymore. I'm sick of her. She's overrated. She can't wrestle, and she shouldn't be in the main event All In because she sucks. You hear me? And I'm going to speak how I feel. Sasha Banks is the worst, god-awful female wrestler of the 20th century, of the century before that, and the century behind that. She can't wrestle. Bayley carried her ass. Charlotte carried her ass. Becky carried her ass. She cannot wrestle. But these damn companies want to push her. Why? Because she makes money. She sucks. She deserves to be working at Hooters somewhere, serving drinks to people instead of wrestling. That's how bad she sucks. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Sasha Banks sucks. Mercedes Money sucks. And Tony Khan should be ashamed of himself for keep pushing her. Maya Worlds should have won the On Heart Classic. But Sasha Banks is Tony Khan. Tony Khan's an asshole. I said it and I stand on it. Sasha Banks is a slut. Simple as that. I'm going to get back to my reviews. Cope and Cage, a.k.a. Edge and Christian, defeated... hold on. Yeah, Naomi character. And come on, man. You got all these damn people carrying you, and you can't win by yourself. The only reason they gave her the SmackDown Championship is because they got tired of Bayley holding the damn title. Let's keep it real with you. Nobody was ready for it. Since Sasha was a former SmackDown Women's Champion, let's get a championship to Sasha Banks. That girl sucks. I don't give a damn if she is Snoop Dogg's cousin. She sucks. The worst damn female wrestler of all times. But leave it to Tony Khan, dumbass. He's going to push her and push her and push her. I got an idea. How about push her the hell out the door? That's what she needs to be. She walked out on WWE, and I'm going to tell you why she walked out on WWE. This is the real reason why her dumb ass walked out on WWE, because she did not want to put her damn partner over. She was supposed to take the pin in that 5-way match to Naomi, and instead of taking the pin and putting her partner over, she decided to put the belt on the table and walk the hell out the door. Well, guess what? I hope you never go back to WWE, because WWE made you what you are. Your first WrestleMania in that triple threat match with Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte. Well, we all three y'all. Becky carried you. Sasha carried you. Naomi carried you. Bayley carried you. Bianca carried you. And I don't give a damn about Bianca. But Bianca carried you. The woman sucks. And I'm going to steal a phrase from Ric Flair, and I hope people hope. I'm going to steal a phrase from Ric Flair, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Ric Flair said this about Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10. Barclays Center, NXT Brooklyn. NXT Brooklyn the night before SummerSlam. Bayley and Sasha stole the show. Ric Flair said this about Shawn Michaels. I'll explain that later. Ric Flair said this about Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair said this about Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon WrestleMania 10. Shawn Michaels went out there and had a 25-minute match with a ladder, and it just so happens another guy was in that match. He completely carried Razor Ramon, who helped make that match. So I'm going to say this. Bayley went out there at NXT Brooklyn and had a 31-minute match. Just so happened another female was in that match. And I stand on that 100%. Now, back to you said, what did Bianca do to me? Here's my thing about Bianca. A phenomenal athlete, talented as all outdoors. She's one of the best female wrestlers, hands down. She can get it done in that ring. She can get it done with the best of them. She's carried wrestlers. Wrestlers has gotten that ring with her and made Bianca, and Bianca made them look good. Prime candidate, I'm going to say it boldly. I don't care. Nia Jax. Nia Jax was a little rough around the edges. Bianca made her look like $1 million. Okay? Jade Carwell. They never fought. Bianca carried Jade. And you heard it from me. I'm going to say it again. Bianca carried Jade. That's another female that needs to be pushed out the damn door. But I'm going to get back to that for another show, another episode, because I got reviews to get to. But yeah. The only damn reason Jade Cargill won, and I'm going to say it, and people may not like me for saying it. I don't care. This is my show. You can unsubscribe. Go watch somebody else's pissant show. But I'm going to boldly say it. The only damn reason... Huh? Yes, she did. Oh, Bianca, yeah. Bianca carried Jade, yeah. Okay? So I'm going to say it. The only reason Jade defeated Tiffany for the WWE Women's Championship because Tiffany needed a vacation. She's doing a whole lot better. You know why she's doing a lot better? She's got a veteran who's a former TNA knockout champion and WWE is sleeping on. And she's got another person who was trained by Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. I'm talking about B-Fab. They're carrying her ass. By herself, she cannot get the job done. And I'm going to tell you what wrestler exposed Jade. Nia Jax exposed Jade Cargill. Nia has a habit of exposing everybody, or maybe people flip off. Who can forget Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair fighting in the ring? That was a real fight. That was a real goddamn fight. Nobody gonna tell me it wasn't. They were hitting each other for real. That was a real fight. Okay? Now, let me get back to before I went on my rant of Sasha Banks and Jade, stuff like that. Let me go back to my reviews. Edge and Christian, Cope and Cade, now known in AEW, defeated the Death Riders, Claudio Casanova and Pat. They won with a pop-up spirit. What they do is Christian pops pack up and Edge spirit them out of midair, won the match for their team. The Painmaker, that's a stupid damn name for a wrestler. And Chris Jericho should be ashamed of himself for naming himself the damn Painmaker. What the hell is a Painmaker? You know, I'm going to stop right here because I'm about to go on another rant. You know, back in the old, back in the old WCW, NWA, WCW days, there were a lot of stupid names that Bill Dundee and David Crockett came up with, and I never in my life have I heard a wrestler call themselves the Painmaker. What or who possessed Jericho to come up with the name the Painmaker? Now, you got a lot of stupid names in WCW. You had Oz, okay? The mystical character Oz. Kevin Nash be beat up just by portraying that character. You had the Berserker. WWE should be fined for just bringing that damn character to the ring. You had T.L. Harper, the plumber. That guy was absolutely sucked. Don't get me wrong, he was damn good in Smoky Mountain Wrestler, the dirty white boy, but as the T.L. Harper, he sucked. All right? Jericho made his name in WCW as the Lionheart, and this guy was damn good in WCW. He defeated Six on a live show in Sacramento, California to win his first of 5 Cruiserweight championships. Then he went on to win a TV title from Stevie Ray, held that title until he ran up against Conan. Came to WWE, he made China, and I'm going to boldly say it, he made China look like a rookie. WWE didn't like that, so they pushed him back. Then after WWE reviewed the tapes at Armageddon, this 1999, Chris Jericho won his first of 6 Intercontinental Championships. In one night, he defeated the 2 biggest names of the Attitude Era, The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But before that, at No Mercy 2001, he defeated The Rock to win his first and only WCW championship. Now, Chris Jericho has done a lot, and I'm not hating on the man. I got nothing but love for Chris Jericho. Nothing but love for Jericho. I'm a big Jericho fan. He's the very first AEW World Champion. He's a former Ring of Honor World Champion, 2 times over, by the way. He's won world championships in WWE, Ring of Honor, and AEW. But the Painmaker has got to be the worst damn name Jericho has ever come up with. I said it, and I stand on it. Back to my reviews. Jericho defeated Tommaso Ciampa by making him tap out. He put the drill to his head, and he made him tap. Jericho was a sick man when he wanted to be. El Andrade defeated Mark Davis to win the AEW National Championship. I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to take you a trip again. Back to the old NWA, WCW days. No matter of fact, back to the old Jim Crockett NWA days. Because back in the old Jim Crockett WCW, NWA days, you had the National Heavyweight Championship. Guys like Teddy Blanchard, a 4 Horsemen. Guys like the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Guys like Black Bart. Guys like Buddy Rogers went out there and earned championships. They earned that title. AEW, they just handed it off to people. The very first champion was Ricochet, a guy who left WWE because he wouldn't get the recognition he deserves. Hey, Ricochet, here's a reality check for you, moron. You're good, but you ain't that good. Braun Breaker destroyed his ass, and rightfully so. But you know what happened? He went to AEW and became himself. Maybe if WWE allowed Ricochet to be himself, maybe Ricochet would have been a big star. Then again, maybe not. Because he ain't doing well in WWE. He ain't doing well in AEW. That's how another guy who was being himself in AEW and became a world champion. Former North American champion in NXT, Swerve Strickland. Everybody want to use racism in wrestling. Racism has been around in wrestling for a long damn time. NWA. It took them a long time to get a black world champion. Ron the Truth Killings was the very first black NWA world champion. You know why? Because back in the old days, the good old boys sat on the chamber and we said, no, we're going to make this guy the world champ. We're going to make this guy the world champ. So back in 2003 or 2004, when NWA TNA partnered up, Ron the Truth Killing defeated Ken Shamrock to be the first African-American NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Now I know what you're thinking. You thought Ron Simmons was the first NWA World Champion. Wrong. At the time, WCW and NWA parted ways. And Ron Simmons became the first black World Heavyweight Champion when he defeated Vader in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, with that being said, it was never talked about. It was never even acknowledged. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was the first black WWE champion. Not Mark Henry. It was Dwayne Johnson. Okay? They never recognized it. WWE never acknowledged that. And I have a question for you. I got people watching. I don't know how many people I got watching. Besides The Rock, how many black WWE champions has there been so far? I'm not saying no. And hear me when I say this. I didn't say world heavyweight champion. I said WWE champion. Booker T never made it to the WWE championship. He made it to the world heavyweight championship. Titus O'Neil never made it to the WWE championship. So I asked you, how many black WWE champions? And you can't count Jey Uso because he's 100% Samoan. No, wait, he's not even WWE champion. That was world champion. So yeah, besides Dwayne Johnson, how many black WWE champions have there been? Ron Simmons set the standard when he defeated Vader to be the first black world heavyweight champion, period. Well, actually, before Ron Simmons, there was a guy by the name of Junkyard Dog. He was the first black world champion, but he's not the first recognizable black world champion. The first black recognizable world champion is Ron Simmons. And when I say that, Junkyard Dog was a beast in Mid-South Wrestling. Bill Watts put the collar on Junkyard Dog, and I'm not saying to be disrespectful. He put the collar on Junkyard Dog, and Junkyard Dog took Mid-South Wrestling to heights it ain't never, ever seen before. Never seen before. All right? I'm supposed to be giving you a review of AEW. I got sidetracked by Cortland, but yeah, this is the master of the match. I'm just speaking how I feel. Now, anybody know me? I'm passionate about wrestling, and the way wrestling is going right now, it's starting to irritate me because I'm sick of people saying Tony Khan's got the ingredient, got the recipe for success. WWE need to get it together. You know, let me explain something to you right now. I've been watching wrestling for a long damn time, okay? Tony Khan don't have nothing but ego, and he's a jackass. 5? Oh, okay. Tony Khan has nothing but jackasses, and half of his goddamn roster is former ex-WWE stars. You got the almighty Bobby Lashley over there. You got the standard of excellence Shelton Benjamin over there in AEW, and you're not doing a damn thing with him. Nothing. Bobby Lashley defeated Brock Lesnar, for goodness sake. Shelton Benjamin defeated Chris Jericho, for goodness sake. Come on, man. Then you reinvent Leo Rush and you make him this black heart, which is actually working for the guy. I'm liking his new stand for Leo Rush. And then you make it that he's not even making a mockery. Leo Rush took something that's supposed to be a laughing matter. 5 black. Who? Name all 5 of the black WWE champions. And remember, I said WWE, not the world heavyweight. WWE. Yeah, like I was saying. Leo Rush took something that was supposed to be a laughing matter, and he made it work for him. That's what I'm saying. Back to my review. Willow Nightingale defeated Tekla to win the AEW Women's World Championship. Kenny Omega defeated Kevin Knight to retain the AEW World Championship. And that match was good. So I'm going to give this card AEW Redemption. I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. It was good, but it could have been a whole lot better. It was great, but it could have been better than what it was. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to give it. All right? Now, the Go Home show for us. Hello? Oh, what? Hello? Hello? Okay, I'm back. The speaker working. Stupid headset. I charged it up and it still died. Okay. The Go Home show for SmackDown on the Go Home show for SummerSlam this Monday on Netflix was a little dry for me. Everybody want to talk about Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia, whatever his name is, the boxer that was on Raw, because he have political connections, or he have connections with the AA, with the KKK. Nobody cares about that. He was just there to support his friend Dominic Mysterio. You trying to say Rey Mysterio is a racist? You can't pick who your friends are. You don't know what they involved in. You don't know if this guy because he's okay, whatever. It's his life. Everybody gotta have a judgment call on their own life. Okay? And what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a judgment call, you're gonna be judged not for what happens, because what I saw that happen. Not for what's going on. You have a judgment call on your life. You're gonna have a judgment day when it's time. And whoever you're affiliated with, and if you know they're not right for you, you're still affiliated with them, that's your decision. Because he was on Monday Night Raw and he's affiliated with the KKK, he's affiliated because he was what happened with George Floyd. You know, I feel sorry for what happened to the young boy. I feel sorry. It's messed up. The KKK is still around. I feel sorry that people can't get by that this is sports entertainment. And some forms of entertainment don't work, but it works. Okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna say this. WWE took a guy that nobody wanted. The WWE took a guy that was in AEW by the name of Dan Houser. And that kid is so freaking over, it's not even funny. Not even funny. He took Dan Houser and they made Dan Houser a walking freaking legend. There's nothing to be said about that. Tonight at SummerSlam, he goes against Dominic Mysterio in the Human Money on the Pole match. Last night, and I'm about to get to that shortly, we saw Nick Aldis, the national treasure, former NWA World Champion, former TNA World Champion, former GFW World Champion, former RAK World Champion. Aldis went out there and had one hellacious match with Gunther. And I mean, Aldis showed up. And I was so proud to see him finally get his start and his opportunity in WWE. Did he swindle it? No. He went out there, he took it, and he ran with it. Got a lot of people on AEW's bandwagon. Well, they're not doing a lot of this. Well, last night, I'm going to say it like this. In the post show, we saw a side of Paul Brooks, a.k.a. CM Punk, that has been doormat since he came back to WWE, but it showed up last night. We saw the best in the world on the podcast. We saw CM Punk call everybody out, take shots at everybody, didn't care. Came out the mouth and said, you want to find me? Come find me. I'm no pussy. He told Randy Orton, I'll fight your daddy. I'll fight your mama. Bring them on. I'll fight them all. Took a shot at Roman Reigns. Told Roman, if you want to hide in the aisle or in the land of relativity, then go ahead and fight for hide. And to be truth be told, CM Punk took Roman Reigns to his limit. To his limit at WrestleMania. Punk has defeated every member of the Shield but Roman. Now in a handicap match, yes, he beat Roman at TLC a couple years ago in the 3-on-1 matchup. He pinned Roman in that matchup. But yeah, in a one-on-one match, Punk is 0 for 5 against Roman. Punk has defeated Seth. Punk has defeated Moxley. But he can't get by the big dog. Tonight we're going to see Sami Zayn. You know what? Let me get back to my view. But the go home show was a little bit. I'm used to seeing the go home show good. To see Seth Rollins get one over on Roman Reigns, that preparing us for the night's main event. And to be true, be told, I hope this is the final chapter. Because you could be in a rivalry with somebody for so long, and it not only stunts your growth, but it stunts your competitive growth. Because both of y'all are on the top tier. And neither one of y'all can go from here to here. Both of y'all gonna stay up, win or lose. Even though Seth has never lost to Roman Reigns on pay-per-view, this is a must win for Roman Reigns. You know why? Because Roman needs this win. He has to beat Seth Rollins on pay-per-view. If he do not beat Seth Rollins tonight, then Roman Reigns cannot call himself the end-all be-all. Until he beats Seth Rollins in a pay-per-view match, only then Roman can call himself the end-all be-all. Tonight, he's got to beat Seth. Seth don't got to beat Roman. Seth don't got to pin Roman. Seth don't got to beat Roman. Roman have to beat Seth. It's that simple. The go-home show, SmackDown, go-home show for SummerSlam. That was the best show of all. You know why? Ray Phoenix, J.D. McDonough for the AAA Cruiserweight Championship matchup. That match was damn good. Ray Phoenix, and people talking about, I was watching something on TikTok yesterday. People talking about somehow Ray Phoenix, who's a contracted WWE star. Listen here, morons. WWE owns AAA. Some of the guys that was employed with AAA, when WWE bought them, they walked out the door. Just was never talked about. So WWE did what he had to do. Ray Phoenix is the Cruiserweight champion of AAA. Now, if WWE was smart, they would bring a Cruiserweight championship and make it tri-branded for Raw and SmackDown. Because over on NXT, they got the Speed Championship, and that is doing damn good. Because Lexus King, a.k.a. Brian Pillman Jr., is holding that championship down just right. Okay? Now, let's get into the final review of the show. And before I leave, I'm going to talk about something else. I'm going to talk about it's a company, some of y'all probably never heard of it. If you have, the views don't show, you should watch it. WFCW 6-year anniversary. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be the last thing I talk about. Let's talk about how right now, and she should be criticized for this. She needs to be criticized for this. Last night was Liv Morgan's first title defense, and she held that championship for over 100 days. No, wait, hold up. Because I can admit when I'm wrong, and I think I'm wrong right now. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm backtracking. No, I'm not wrong. Okay, excuse me. Last night was Liv Morgan's first title defense since she won the title at WrestleMania. And she's held that championship for over 100 days. But you know what? Talk is cheap. And she showed everybody why she deserves that championship, because she's the current, and she defeated Io Sky last night in one Hell Relations Opens matchup. The 6-man tag, LA Knight, Solo Sequoia, Royce Key, aka Powerhouse Hub, they defeated the Bloodline. Jacob, Jimmy, and Jay. And I'm gonna say this: if Roman don't get Jacob under control, Jacob is gonna cost the bloodline so much. Jacob is a rebel, and you can't have that right now if you're trying to demand respect. But Jacob is going to cost the bloodline so much, and I stand on that. The best match of the whole card from last night: Gunther defeated Nick Aldridge. That was a classic. Nick did damn good. He got nothing to be ashamed of. That was awesome. Fatal Influence: JC Jade, Fallon Hendricks, and Lacey Rain defeated the Bella Twins and Paige. That was a good match. At the end of the match, we saw the Bella Twins turn on Paige. I saw it coming. We all saw it coming. This was a sleeper. It was a good match. It was a damn good match. 18 years in the making, and they lived up to the hype. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, that was a hell of a match last night. I mean, that was a damn good match. I got to give them props. 18 years in the making, and they lived up to the hype. And the main event, Oba Femi defeated Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell. And they're scrapping the rocket to Oba Femi, and they're doing a damn good job at it. And Oba's doing a damn good job of taking every advantage he got. Tonight, night number 2, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Penta versus Chad Gable. Roman versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Penta versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. For a five-way ladder match for the interim. Huh? Really what? For the interim WWE Women's Championship. Human Money on the Pole match. Dominic Mysterio versus Dan Houser. Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor for the number 1 contender for the Undisputed Championship. And Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin. I mean, he is Jacob. I'm not going to deny that he's Jacob. But Jacob, when he first came in, he was so I think Soto had him on a leash. Now that Soto is no longer in control of him, Jacob's going to do what he want to do. I'm going to just call it like it is. Jacob's going to do what he want to do. Jacob going to do exactly what he want to do, when he want to do it, and how he want to do it. But yeah, I get it. Jacob going to be Jacob no matter what people say. Jacob going to be who he is, and it's going to be. But yeah, tonight's SummerSlam is going to be great. Like I said, now I'm standing on this 100%. Roman needs to win tonight. Because if Seth wins, here's the thing. Hold up. ESPN just says you send out a notification. Nobody give a damn about the Dallas Mavericks. Anyway, Roman needs to win. This is a must-win for Roman tonight. To call yourself the tribal chief, to call yourself the end-all be-all, to call yourself the best of the best, you have to beat the man that has been a problem in your career since y'all broke out from the Shield. You beat him on Monday Night Raw in a one-on-one match. You did that. You beat him on Monday Night Raw. You beat him on. Well, that's the only time you beat him. Roman needs this win. Seth can win all day, but it don't mean nothing to him, but he becomes the World Heavyweight Champion for a third time. This is a must win for Roman Reigns. And I'm going to say this as well. Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, if the WWE has been watching since he came back to SmackDown, Balor has been on fire. Sami has been a crybaby. But this is a must win for Sami as well. Because if Sami loses tonight, Sami's career is done. He might as well go on SmackDown, challenge for the world championship, go to Raw and challenge for the world championship. Sami's career is done. I'm gonna say it boldly. If Sami does not win tonight, he might as well wrap it up and call it a career because he is done. He is done. Yeah, whatever, ESPN. Stop interrupting my show. I'm done anyway. All right. So, I thank everybody for watching. Thanks for watching the Master of the Mat. I'm going to do a review of part 2 of SummerSlam. Go. I'm going to do a review of part 2 of SummerSlam immediately following SummerSlam. And yeah, we're going to be back here again right after SummerSlam goes off. And we're going to talk about night 2 of SummerSlam. Until then, I am the Master of the Mat. I am Anthony the Origin Bryant. Thank everybody for supporting the Master of the Mat. Also, I'm about to set up for my other venture I do on my other YouTube channel. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have the Master of the Mat YouTube channel, and I have BCW, and I'm about to set up for BCW Sunday afternoon brawl. And yeah, I'm about to set it up in a few minutes. So thank you all for watching, and I'm going to leave you with a little bit of I'm Better Than You theme music. Oh, gotta turn it up first. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. I forgot one thing. I did say I was going to talk about something, and I forgot to talk about it. And I'm not going to leave without talking about it. So I don't know if he's watching. I don't know if he is watching. If he's not watching, y'all need to go support Con Squad 16 channel. All right? Because whenever he has time, he's about to put together perhaps one of the best, collection of paper anniversary shows there ever was, because for 6 years he's been doing WFCW. 6 years, and he's got the array of talent in that company is great. I know one of the main events is a submission Hell in a Cell match for the WFCW Championship, the Don versus 21, and the end all be all has been trying to get himself in that matchup because Hell in a Cell is his playground, but I don't know how that's working out for him. I also heard the end all be all made a challenge to somebody else. I think he wants to do double duty, whatever, however you want to do it. All right, y'all need to go support Con Squad 16 and support his channel because the 6-year anniversary is going to be awesome. Whenever he gets ready, I'm telling you right now. Like I said, I run BCW, and in November we're celebrating 3 years. September the 10th is the end all be all celebration, a 2-night celebration. From the 10th to the 11th, we're going to do back-to-back shows, and the 6-year anniversary of WFCW is going to be great. We got guys who've been in the WFCW from the very beginning, from Jay New, from the end all be all, from Tyrone, High Chief Zoe. Those guys have been around WFCW for 6 years, and they made WFCW. They helped create WFCW. The end all be all went on to create BCW, and guys in WFCW have been going over there. In 3 weeks, BCW will be doing Avengers 3. So yeah, we've got some big things going around. Like I said, I got 2 YouTube channels. And for those who don't know, the person that gave me my name for the Master of the Mat, who gave me the origin name, was Jay New. Jay New gave me the name for the origin. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, that's what I had to come back on. I forgot. Then it came back to me. Now, again, Let me say this one more time. Thank you all for watching the Master the Map. Thank you for celebrating. This has been a two, actually, this is, let's see, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Damn, it's been 6 years too. 6 years I've been doing the Master of the Map. And I ain't stopping. So 6 years, for the past 6 years, it's been great. It's been 6 years since I started the Master. Actually, it's been longer than that. It's been 7 years. Because if I'm not mistaken, I started the Master of the Map before WFCW. No, I didn't. I started at the WFCW. It's been 6 years. It's been 6 years. So yeah, 6 years. I've been doing the Master of the Map. 6 glorious years, and I wouldn't. This is what I'm a big wrestling fan, and I'm gonna say this: if you come on my page, and if I hear about it in service or whatever, in my church, then I'm gonna say something, because before you assume that I know more about this than I know about the word, okay, I know the word just like I know the wrestling. Okay, I don't have to explain myself to nobody, but I'm gonna say this because I refuse. And it was thrown in my face one time before at church, and it will never happen again. With all due respect, if you come on here to enjoy me rant and rave about wrestling, I don't need it thrown back in my face. I do this for fun. And if you're gonna come on here and you're gonna throw it in my face during a service, then you're gonna make me lose respect for you, and you're gonna make me lose every ounce of dignity that I have for you. And I mean that. All right. So again, thank you all for watching. 6 years going strong with this. 6 years with WFCW. Man, it's been 3 years in BCW. Good Lord. Woo! It's been a ride, baby. So yeah, again, there's a little bit of Adam Cole and MJF. I'm better than you. All right. And